Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? It's your boy Dub Q, one half of the Black Cat Panther podcast, man. I would like to welcome you all to the experience. First and foremost, come on in, take a little seat. We are coming to you live from David Tepper's mansion. I just wanted to talk to you guys for a quick second. I'm just warming you guys up before Unc come on. Shout out to Unc 2020. He getting ready to hit y'all with a hell of a show, and I would like to make sure I catch that. So shout out to Unc 2020 for that, man. First and foremost, we got a lot of stuff that's going on right now, and it's the state of the franchise is really it's in shambles right now, man. I hate to be that guy, but I always believe in being straight up with you guys and being, as straight up as I can. Yes, you're right. Fire Matt Rhule. Hoover 1987, you're right. This bitch got to go. I'm to the point now where I don't want to hear nothing from Matt Rhule except for uh, what time will I be needing to go to the bus stop? That's all I want to hear from him. I don't want to hear nothing else from Matt Rhule. You can get your family, you can get your wife, your kids, all y'all can get y'all stuff together. And I'll see y'all when I see you because I've seen enough to realize that this guy is not it. Now, I'm being honest. I don't want to hear it from this guy, man. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear excuses. He went to the podium today, and of course, what did he do? He opened the side of his tail, and he made a bunch of excuses. I don't want to hear that. Enough is enough. I'm tired of playing with him. We all are sick of what's going on. We all sick of this. Let's be dead honest. With everything that's going on in this franchise from the start to finish, the way that we started to rebuild to the moment that we're at right now, it's been a very long trip. This guy came to us, and I'm gonna be dead honest with you. He came to us in a very horrible way. You cannot, and I mean you cannot hire a coach before you hire a GM. A coach and a GM needs to be on one accord. And that was a mess from the start. But you can thank David Tepper. As you see, I'm sitting in his living room right here, coming live from David Tepper's illustrious living room with this report today. So you might want to get on the piano. You might want to come take a seat on the couch because it's time to have a vent session here in the Billionaire's Mansion. Come on in, like and subscribe to the channel. Show your boy some love. We got a lot to talk about today, and I say this to say, the season over, man. I hate to say this. Even if we look. At the end of the day, he can look up on a win next week, but the same problem will remain. There's a problem in Carolina, and a fish rots from the head down. Matt Rhule, Phil Snow, McAdoo, all has to go. There's no better way of saying it. We need a new regime in here. And a lot of people are saying right now, fire Matt Rhule, but wait to the end of the season. Why are we waiting? What's the point? We need to be able to see if the next person, because like I say, if you get rid of Matt Rhule, can you trust David Tepper to even bring in somebody else that's going to be better? Or will he revert to the same old ways? Or will he find another guy that look like him, smell like him, and taste like him? I'm not liking what I'm seeing from David Tepper, man. I'm going to be honest with y'all. So, this team has a lot of dysfunction. Make no mistakes about it. It starts from... I'm gonna leave Scott Fitterer out of everything that I'm getting in because I actually like Scott Fitterer. So I'm not gonna get on him right now because he's in a situation where his hands are tied, and man, it's a mess, and it's a mess from the head down. Like, where did you go from here? Like, literally, the head coach has no idea what he's doing. The offensive coordinator is calling too conservative plays. His play calling is way too conservative, man. You got offensive skill position players that you're not using, like Laviska Shenault. According to them, he can't grasp the playbook. I mean, let's be honest, bro. What are we doing here? I mean, you're looking around, and I kid you not, Terrence Marshall Jr. didn't even touch the field. Shi Smith got in, made some drops, but instead of electing to go in with Rashard Higgins, Higgins didn't touch the field. Like, what are we doing here? Why have all these weapons if you're not going to utilize them? Like, I don't even remember seeing Tommy Tremble even being a factor in Sunday's game. You have all these guys for Baker Mayfield, and you sit here and you watch this team underachieve week to week. And it's going to be the same thing next week and the week after that. That's why I say we have to put a stop to this right now. You see it as you come in. Fire Matt Rhule. Fire Rhule. He's trending on Twitter right now. Fire Matt Rhule. We can't continue going through this. I refuse to keep paying for. Look at here. All this merchandise, all this memorabilia, all these tickets that we buy, that shit costs. It's expensive. Shout out to Keep Pounding TV, man. I appreciate y'all, fan, for pulling up on me. Let's be honest, man. We need an interim head coach like tomorrow. Because after 2 years of 2 5-win seasons, what we're getting right now with Matt Rhule is underachieving at his finest with only 2 losses coming in. Yeah, I get it. It's 2 losses. Maybe for some of y'all, 2 losses after 2 losing seasons isn't bad enough. You want to see him lose the rest of the season? I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to see that at all. So I don't get it. Somebody, please help me understand what the hell is going on around here. Because let's rewind this. Because the little sorry son of a bitch went to the podium today and basically tossed everybody under the bus. In case you were wondering. I don't know if y'all saw his interview today, but he tossed each and every player. He came on and they asked him a question about this team and why he wasn't basically playing some of the players. And he said, we got a lot of young players on this team. He even went so far to say the young players are inexperienced and basically, hold on, let me quote him. Let me quote him to the best of my abilities. Let me make sure I quote him. This nigga said we got a team full of young players that don't execute their jobs. That's what he said. I wish Christian and Shaq could show them how to. So I guess Christian and Shaq is the coach now. I guess Christian and Shaq coach the team now. Yeah, I get it. They're veteran players. They didn't help out. But at the end of the day, if it's not coming from you, you are the coach. You are the person that laid down the imprint for what's need to be done this season. What are you doing, man? It's excuses after excuses after excuses. I don't want to hear that shit, man. I don't. This nigga with a straight face, and I'm going to say it again. We got a team full of young players that don't execute on their jobs. That's exactly what Matt Rhule said. So basically, if y'all didn't catch this, Jim, he basically put it on the team being so young and inexperienced, not his coaching. What he's saying is he's coaching a good game. They're not grasping what he's putting out there, is what the nigga's saying, just in case you were wondering. I don't know if y'all caught that. That's a Jim. You got to understand the stuff that's coming out of, spewing out of his mouth is pure horse shit. I don't want to hear this from Matt Rhule no more, man. I don't want to see the finger pointing. I don't want. No, it's him. No, it's him. No, it's this guy's fault. I don't want to hear that no more. I'm being dead honest with you guys. You look at the play, the PFS for Sunday, and goddamn it, is the offensive line had a pretty good PFF grades. I mean, you got to really understand and grasp what's going on, man. Like I said this before, with Matt Rhule coming in, I don't understand how you hire a coach before you hire a GM. Because I guarantee you, if Scott Fiddler was here, he would never hire Matt Rhule. I could bet your sweet ass on that. Let's be honest, man. The state of this franchise is because David Tepper has no idea what the fuck he doing as a owner. He's just here for the money. This is one of his little toys, and he really can't fathom and understand what it means to run a National Football League team. He don't know. He don't understand. What he should have did coming in is hire a VP, a president of operations for football decisions. He should have hired somebody that knows something about football, or had a veteran person come in and give him the game. That's what he should have did. But instead, he uses his background pedigree from owning a little percentage in the Steelers as his reason to why he should have a football team. Nah, fam, that ain't flowing today. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. He had a small percentage in the Steelers. So small, he probably didn't even have to show up for meetings. They Skyped this nigga for everything he had to do. I don't want to hear that, Tepper. You come in, you get the franchise of Charlotte, and you run it straight into the ground. This organization is turning into a laughing stock. And it pains me to say this shit, man. You see right here? I'm a second away from going over to David Tepper's chimney back there and smoking up a log. Or maybe I should go sit by the piano and think of something that's going to be more useful than what we getting on this damn field from week to week from these guys. Phil Snow, I ain't forgot about your ass. I ain't forgot about you. He in the background pulling puppet strings on Matt Rhule. Hey, in the first draft where we get together, let's get 7 players for my 3-3-5. That way we can go out here. And granted, with the 3-3-5, it's a college-based defense. But you need to understand, with a lot of speed on the field, statistically, it's going to look good, but you don't have any power. You don't have any guys on the edge that's going to power this up. That's why it doesn't work. When you got 300-pound linemen versus 220, 215-pound DBs, they are going to get pushed around, Phil Snow. What part of that are you not understanding coming into the NFL? Now, he figured because he old, he can talk his shit. Nah, man. I ain't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. We in the position now because of these 3 niggas. David Tepper, Matt Rhule, and Phil Snow. Now, McAdoo, I'm going to be on your ass in a minute because you can't seem to call a competent offensive game to save your sweet ass. I'm going to be on you in a minute. But right now, it's these 3 niggas, the 3 amigos. The head honcho, David Tepper, is a pure D jackass. Matt Rhule is a bigger jackass. And Phil Snow, I bet not catch you walking around in the daytime. That's all I got to say. Man, shout out to everybody in the chat. I appreciate y'all for coming out here. Hey, I'm telling you, this right here was just a warm-up show just to get started because my dog, Aunt 2020, is coming on in the building, and he's about to hit y'all. He's about to punch y'all in the throat with it today, man, and I want to be a part of that. But I'm telling you, we got leadership issues. You're right, Sean Bells. We got leadership issues, man. I saw this piece of film where Matt Rhule was walking out on the field, and it felt like it was a funeral march more than anything. He had those guys walking single file line right behind him like he's supposed to be some damn king. Man, get out of here with that shit, man. Get the fuck out of here with that, man. I don't even want to hear that. Look, proper leadership, you can turn this team around. I'm here to let you know. Right now, it's like these guys, they just infected with negativity. They're infected with Matt Rhule. You get Matt Rhule the hell up out of here, this whole team could be different. We need to be coming up with contingency plans for who the next coach is going to be. That's all I got to say about this shit here. Yeah, you're right. David Tepper is worse. I mean, it's a clown show from top to bottom. David Tepper, with all the stuff he's doing as a billionaire, all the plans he pulling out, he even pulled out of paying the people that he agreed to pay them. He pulled out of that. Man, you know what? This cat, and I'm so sick and tired of his ass. These guys are really, 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 really making it hard. I was sitting in the dark literally all day yesterday. I sat in the dark because To them, it's just a game. To me, being a Panther fan is a lifestyle, fam. This is a lifestyle. This is what we do. Keep pounding is more than just a couple of words. It's how we live by, man. And I don't think they get it. They don't get it. Everything I do, I use that keep pounding in daily life. Like me doing these shows after getting off of work and stuff like that, I keep pounding. I don't think you guys understand how important this is to us, man. They don't get it. I get you, Leon. He said he not watching any more games or spending no money until he see this dude gone. Maybe that's what it's going to take to get his ass up out of here. I really starting to think maybe that's what it's going to take, man. You say you want at least one win. I mean, let's look at the schedule. Where are you going to get that one win from? I mean, where are we going to get the one win from? Where are we getting one win from? I'm asking right now. Can anybody put it in the chat? Name one game, one opponent on this schedule you think we can beat. Somebody, please tell me. My man want to see one win. Give me one win at least. Because if you say the Lions, I say not. If you say the Falcons, I say not. That'll be the most competitive game we have all season, probably the Falcons. Man, come on, man. We might even lose that Falcons game, Steve-O. Come on, man. You're right, You're right, I'm waiting on you, fam. Whenever you're ready, you let me know. I'm getting up off of here in a minute, but I'm coming to y'all again. If I don't have nothing to do with Panthers Uncensored tonight, I'm going to have a full show laid out tonight. There's a lot of stuff that I really would like to get off my chest. This right here is just like a afternoon rant. This is like me just going off and basically giving how I feel right now, because the state of this franchise is in a mess. Matt Rhule has no business being a head coach. We should be campaigning right now for who's new to come in, because I don't see it, man. I don't see it. I can't keep spending money for a product that's not winning. Like, bruh, it's so bad. It's so bad, bruh. I bought tickets and I can't even get rid of my tickets if I wanted to. Who the hell want them? Man. Look, the focus right now should be not New Orleans, because let's be honest, man. Even with no Jameis Winston, with Taysom Hill at quarterback, we might still get our ass handed to us, man, because that defense is overall better. I mean, I hate to say it, pains me to my fucking soul to say that shit, man. Matt has to go. After getting up to that podium and said what he said today, he had no accountability whatsoever for saying anything. He had no accountability for what he said today. And if I knew I wouldn't get hit with a copyright strike, I would play it for you. I would definitely play it for you. I don't want to get hit with a copyright, but look here. Matt Rhule, like I said, opened up the side of his ass and said that we got a team full of young players who don't execute on their job. I wish that Christian and Shaq could show them how to do it. What the fuck could Shaq show us? Because I haven't seen Shaq had a damn good game yet. They asked him about playing, man, literally, they asked this nigga about playing some of the people on the roster. And he said, well, I suppose we could do that. Yeah, I guess we could take a look at some of the other guys. The guy said, well, that's what you got depth for. That's what a depth chart is for. I said, oh my God, this motherfucker here is off of his rockets, man. Literally, the reporter had to remind him that he got a depth chart. You can't make this shit up, man. The reporter literally had to remind him that he has a depth chart. What else can I say, man? You know, Matt Rhule, I'm tired of you playing with my emotions every day, day in, day out. It's one of those things where I can't continue doing this as a Panther fan with him. He has to go. So I need contingency plans, man. Like we need to be speaking on, okay, what does this season mean for us? What is it going to look like with somebody else at the helm? Uh Baker Mayfield is going to basically be auditioning for a new team next year because that's what he's doing right now. Uh yeah, you're right. You know shit bad when the Jets and the Jaguars win before we do. Man, look at here. If you in here right now, come on in, wipe your feet off the mat, like and subscribe to the channel, show your boy some love. Dub Q is in the building. It's just a quick rant, man. I'm just going on a quick rant. You know, we all go through it. We all human. I'm having an emotional moment right now. I'm really trying to understand what's the logic in Carolina and why in the hell does it seem that David Tepper can't get his shit together? That's what I'm trying to figure out right now. Why can't we? I want to be like everybody else team, like the Chargers. They play complementary football. Their offense shows up from week to week, and their defense shows up, and their special team shows up. They got a quarterback that comes out and throws that rock. They got a wide receiver that's a number one, a bona fide number one. And goddamn it, they got everything in place to win. Why can't we have that in Carolina? What's the problem? Why can't we have this? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Q, boy, that's a nice looking crib you got back there, boy.
Welcome to the Billionaire Chateau.
Yes, sir. That shit look good, boy, back there. Damn, man. What you do for a living? I need that.
Well, this is David Tepper's living room. You know, you see the couch, you see the piano over there, the fireplace. I see everything except for a fucking win. You see that?
Hey, what Tep talking about today, man? What you been over there telling them?
Well, you know, your boy Matt Rhule is back at it. You know, he went to the podium today. Did you see his interview?
Yeah, man, I saw that bullshit, man. This motherfucker is up there. Hey, listen, he sound, y'all. The way he sound, I don't know if it was poor mic quality, but that motherfucker sound like he just left out of a meeting office with goddamn David Tepper ass. He really did. Hey, look, Q, I'm telling you, man. This game after this game Sunday, man. That motherfucking shit gonna be already goddamn packed. That form when he get back to the locker room.
You know what? I would have gave this nigga his walking papers last night because after 2 years of 2 losing seasons where you only win 5 games per season, and then you start off 0-2, there would not be a room for 0-3 under your ass. I wouldn't have let him come back in.
Facts. Yeah, man. But, it's so let me ask you a question, Q. So let me ask you, man. Outside of Matt Rhule, I mean, we know that Matt Rhule, man, but do you put any accountability on these players though, man, and how they've played?
Yeah, I do. I put about 70% of it on Matt Rhule, and the rest of it is, you know, first of all, your job as a coach, and especially a coach that's a motivator. That's what Matt Rhule number one job is a motivator. You cannot allow your boys to come out flat consistently. Now, with that being said, it's also your job as the head coach to make sure that you teach and have these guys ready for what's at hand from week to week, and he does not do that. He don't do that. So what I'm getting from him is on the NFL level, he just doesn't have the skill set to get this team where it needs to be. So why waste time on him? What's the point?
Yeah, that's true, man. I definitely think that he's incompetent, man, of leading this team, hell, any NFL team, honestly. But, you know, man, I was sitting back and I was thinking about this shit last night, man. Man, we just got to start over, man. You know, we got to really, like, build this thing up from the ground, man, in order for us to get to where we want to be. Because, again, I think, man, you know how, like, you done seen in the movies, man. You might even see it at your grandparents' house, man. It's always that old ass leaky pipe. They be wrapped in fucking bandages and shit. And be wrapped in shit. That's what the fuck they've tried to do here in Carolina. They've tried to fix these problems by putting temporary bandages over this shit, man. And it's really a cut that needs stitches, man. Like, and I think that, you know, Matt Rhule, because of his inexperience as a head coach and because of his coaching style, it doesn't fix the Panthers. I think that maybe if he was on a more like a team that had more established talent and veteranship and all of that shit, it might have worked. Will work with something like that. But I don't see it working with where the Panthers is as an organization. I don't.
Yo, what's up, Big Cat?
Big cat in the building.
Big cat in the building.
Wade don't make waves out here. Them niggas love him out here in the street.
That what it is?
Yeah, they got love for that the good nigga.
Oh, you know, Waves got a crystal ball that be coming up out his ass from time to time. So you know they love that. They love that.
I heard you in his Q talking that bullshit about I'm not gonna touch Scott Fitterer. He's my friend. Get that nigga too, bro.
Hold on, Big Cat. Hold on. This nigga was hired after the fact, and when he come in, everything he do, his hands is tied. So I mean, you can't sit here and burn him with everybody else like how you burn it to the cross with everybody else. But Matt Rhule ass got to go. Phil Snow ass definitely got to go. But come on, McAdoo is all he on that level too. He heading there now. Yeah. He getting there too. But Scott Fitterer is the only guy that tried. I can't put him out there, man.
What you mean?
Not yet.
I don't even think the Scott Fitterer fraud, man. Like, I really don't,
exactly.
Man.
You give him.
He got brought into this shit show.
Exactly. Give him an opportunity to build something from the ground up and see what it would look like. That's all I want to see.
Yeah.
But Waves, and I say this, man, with the most serious form. How do we fix this shit that we in?
Damn, man, that's a tough ass question. Hell, you know, I've been thinking about this shit, man, all fucking night.
You got the crystal ball. That's why I asked you. Hell, you got all the answers.
Man, honestly, man, what all we can hope, and this all I'm gonna say, man. I'm gonna be positive, man. All we can hope, man, is that, you know, these boys come out next week, man, and really play with some fucking pride, bro. Like, at this point, it's like if you're not playing for the coach, play for your goddamn selves, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not gonna play for the coach, have some fucking pride, man, to come out there and not get your ass kicked, man. Because again, man, like, I hate keep going back to this, but shit, man, it feels worse than last season because hell, at least Sam started the season 3-0.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. At least we had a little bit of fall, so a little
right.
bit.
Like, at least, you know, we had we know what happened after the 3-0, but damn, man, I mean, damn, could I at least had a good 3 weeks, man, of fucking, you know, happiness, man. I mean, but I just hope these boys come out next week. I hope that that you know, they can beat. I do think that this Saints team it's a good team. They definitely the toughest defense we probably finna face. But they got some issues on the offensive side of the ball, you know, injuries and things like that, man. You know, we back at BOA. We haven't won a game at Bank of America Stadium in over a fucking year. Like, can we, man? Like it has to happen sooner or later, right? Like, we have to get a win sooner or later. We have to,
bro. I'm trying to figure out. First of all, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. If you in here, like and subscribe to the channel. Shout out to my boy Wolf. Hey, man, we gonna see y'all in Atlanta. Y'all probably gonna kick our ass too. I ain't even gonna front. But hit that goddamn like button coming on in here.
There's really nothing you can do to fix the season, though, man. Like, to be completely honest, there's nothing that you can do to fix the season, because even firing Matt Rhule, that's not going to do anything for this year. You know what I mean? That'll just get him out the door, and now we got to deal with either Ben McAdoo or Steve Wilkes, you know, taking over this team.
I mean, but at what point do you let him keep infecting your franchise? I mean,
No, I
because
think I think that if you lose this game, you have no choice but to fire him. But what I'm saying is that firing him doesn't do anything. It doesn't save this. It doesn't salvage the season. The season is still lost. But at least you can get a head start on finding the next head coach of the Carolina Panthers. So that's kind of where I'm at with it, man. It's a depressing ass segment, man. I get it. Hey, I've been going off so bad, man. My wife told me, man. She said, Mrs. Waves was like, man, he's like, even if it's true, I gotta be more optimistic, man. And I'm trying to be, bro. It's just hard. These motherfuckers make it hard, bro. These
Wait,
motherfuckers, they make it. Matter of fact, they don't fucking make it hard. They make it
Hey,
impossible.
Matt Rule ain't going nowhere, man.
you
Why you
think
say
so?
that?
Nah, bro. I told you, bro. Y'all, I'm telling you, man. David Tepper really likes this guy. He really
So
likes
what do
him.
you think, then, Big Cat? What are your thoughts if we start the season 0-3?
Oh, come on, Big Cat, don't do this now. Don't
Bro.
kill my hope.
We may have to ride with this dude probably past the 8-week mark.
Damn. So you
Between
think
6 and 8 weeks.
so what do you see our record by week 8 if Rule stays the head coach?
0-8? What the hell you talking about?
Bro.
That
Any
nigga
given
said 0 and
Sunday,
8.
bro. It's any given Sunday, bro. We just don't know. You see what the Jags did? Did you see that shit coming?
Nah, I definitely
I
didn't see
didn't.
that
I
coming.
didn't see that shit coming. So I think we can sneak 1 or 2. You know what I mean? 1 or 2 wins out the mine.
So 1-5 start to the season. That almost guarantees the season. Well, that's not even a guarantee. The season is over at that point.
Yeah.
What? So what's
All
the
right. Well,
point of
so
sticking with
peep this.
Matt Rule?
All right. So peep this. Peep this. David Tepper is the guy who actually he got a little bit of a soft heart for the people he like. What owner in NFL history was the first owner to give a guy he fired a exit press conference? He gave this
Damn.
nigga, he got an exit press conference. That's how much he
Yeah,
cares
that's
Yeah.
for
crazy.
niggas and shit. So my point is if he's that sympathetic to that nigga, you know he's 10 times more sympathetic to Matt Rule. He gonna let him go out with on pride. You know what I mean? He gonna let him go out with a little bit of pride, bro. He ain't gonna just fire that nigga at 2 weeks. Give him 8 or 9 losses, then they'll get rid
Yeah,
of his ass.
but Big Cat, that pride shit ain't doing nothing for me, man. That
Yeah,
goddamn it, I can't take
that's a
this.
fact. That's a fact. Unfortunately, man, we ain't got no power, man, other than buying tickets.
Well,
Yeah,
that gonna stop. That gonna have to
my
stop
thing
until they
about
get
it
him out
is
of here,
that
bro.
I don't necessarily agree with Big Cat on this, man. I don't think Tepper, he may have support, for Matt Rule, prior to what's happening, man. But you gotta understand, eventually, man, well, not even eventually, because they was even talking about this in the Charlotte Observer. I don't know if y'all caught the article in the Charlotte Observer by Joe Pearson, um, where they said that, man, the home games for the Panthers, they're becoming dominated by the other teams.
Yeah, nigga, that
You
was
know,
back since last year. I was at the game last year, man. And most of the
yeah,
shit.
like they're becoming dominant, dominated by the
Oh
fans of
boy.
the opposing teams, man. And you know, that doesn't sit well, man, for an owner who one has already done lost a ton of fucking money based off of the team not having no success. Also, the failed project that he had with this whole Raquel shit, man, he's lost the credibility on that. So,
What
I don't think that he's going to be lenient with it, man. I think that he vowed David Tepper, and I think that the fans are holding him accountable, is that he was going to bring winning to the Carolinas. That's what he said when he purchased this team. If you go back to his initial press conference as when he was inducted as the owner of this team, he vowed to bring winning to Carolina. And so far, I think they said under David Tepper, the team is like, I want to say it was like 10 and like 11 and I think it was like 29 or some shit like that. Like since he's been the owner of the team. And bruh, this fan base, people sleep a lot on Carolina Panthers fan base, but this is one of the quickest turning fucking fan bases in the NFL, bruh. For real. And this fan base is slowly but surely starting to turn. It feels very reminiscent of those early 2000, those early, that late to mid 2000s Carolina Panthers team with the Jimmy Clausens and the Vinny Testaverdes, when we had that shit going on. Like, it's starting to feel like that, bro, because
Yeah.
like the team is, man, you can just see it around the city, man. Like the Panthers fans is getting ate up here, bro. Like, we have no argument. We can't get into an argument with any team about anything, bro. We have the longest losing streak currently in the NFL right now. Like, if that doesn't make you the worst team, what does?
I can't even argue that, and that's exactly what you're talking. I can't even argue that shit, Waves.
Right. You get what I'm saying? Like, how you can't even argue that with anybody. Like, even Skip Bayless, man, because he been such a supporter of Baker Mayfield, and I know how we don't give a fuck about his opinion, but I was watching Undisputed today, man, and he said, he's like, man, listen, he's still supporting Baker Mayfield, but like he said, man, he said, what teams do y'all know, especially that was ranked the 32nd worst team by ESPN coming into the season, fumbles the damn ball on the opening fucking a kickoff of a game against the New York Giants.
But see, that's Rhule's call, because Chuba Hubbard, you could clearly see Chuba Hubbard ain't that guy, and they keep trotting him out there to do special teams. They trot him out there to put him on the field to keep putting us in position where he cough up the ball. He is not that guy. Stop putting Chuba Hubbard out there.
And then,
And this guy struggled with fumbles in college, by the way.
Yes. Why would you even bring that to this team? But they were so infatuated with the style of running back that Christian McCaffrey was. Well, why don't we get two of these guys? Why don't we get another guy that could be just like Christian and carry the load if something happened to Christian? And he can't do it.
and then Ben McAdoo's play calling, man, that was under fire too, because somebody asked him a question about this in the press conference. The question was schematically, do you think you guys are giving this team the chance to win? You know what I mean? And Matt Rhule, of course, he takes the high road, but if you really think about it, man, you know, bro, when we did come back in that first game, what were we able to do? It was stretching the field. You get what I'm saying? Like, it was stretching the field. Yes, McCaffrey has to get his touches, man, but you got to find a way, man, to make him more dynamic as a receiver as well. Like, I mean, it's just a lot of shit, man, with this team. And honestly, man, when you got a pile of shit like out in the fucking woods, man, you just burn that shit, man. That's what the fuck that we need to do, because this shit is a pile of shit, man. Like, we need to set fire to this shit, burn it down, build it back up, man, and try to get this shit right, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Like,
agree. Oh man, this was my little afternoon rant. I'm gonna do a full show on this tonight, man. How y'all boys feeling, man? Big Cat, you got anything you want to add?
Nah, man, fuck Matt Rule. But I will say this, man. I think y'all giving David Tepper a pass. I think Matt Rule's just a puppet. David Tepper's the puppet master. So pick your poison.
Oh, how so? How so? How you got to
I,
elaborate a little bit more on that.
I don't see people giving him enough smoke. I don't. I look at different podcasts. I don't see nobody. I mean, people mention him and shit, but they don't give him enough smoke. Matt Rule's been a sucker. He's been a lame duck. Everybody knows that. Since he was hired, he was a lame duck. But nobody's giving David Tepper. David Tepper quietly sits back and does a bunch of dumb shit, and everybody criticizes, like, Matt Rule, but don't forget that dumb motherfucker too.
yeah,
He's probably the dumbest billionaire I know, if that is possible. Maybe I'm wrong, but
Yeah. There's a such thing as a dumbass billionaire. It's David Tepper. Yeah, yeah.
I
yeah. I
don't get
think
it.
I think he does deserve just as much blame, man. But I think that what the difference is and what everybody realizes is, Big Cat, as hell, that motherfucker ain't going nowhere.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's a
saying?
fact.
Like,
That's a fact.
Yeah,
we can talk all day about what he's doing or what he's not doing, but you can't fire the fucking owner. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Hell, he signed everybody goddamn checks.
I
I
really
told
think Tepper. Excuse me, I ain't mean to cut you off, Waves.
No, you got it.
I think Tepper is a huge part of what's going on, but I think Phil Snow. And that's why I highlighted this right here. Phil Snow is really manipulating Matt Rhule behind the scenes on all these moves that's being made offensively and defensively. And he's supposed to be just the D coordinator. Come on, man. This shit is crazy. What's up, Wolf?
What's going on with y'all?
Man, as you see, man, just in case y'all wonder, this is a Falcons fan on the line right here. My dog Wolf is in the building.
Listen, man. I remember I gave you some positive energy. Right now, y'all got the Giants up here acting like they went in the Super Bowl. That's how y'all got them up here.
And you know what? Waves just said this earlier. I can't argue anything because we went out there and laid a fucking egg.
Right. But I'm going to tell you something right now, and I'm going to tell all your Panther fans and everybody, listen, you know me, Q. I don't disrespect nobody, but I'm going to tell you something. It's going to be a race in the South. That next quarterback that hit for whoever these four teams is, it's going to be off to the races. Mark my words.
What do you mean by that?
Meaning, if you got to deal with a Patrick Mahomes in the NFC South, whether it be the Panthers, whether it be the Saints, the Falcons, or the Bucks, it's off to the races. Because if you pick the wrong quarterback, your franchise going to be back set like at least
5 years at least. 5 to 10.
Right.
Oh, Wolf, man, I'm telling you, man, these boys stressing me out over here.
Yeah, man. I think personally, with Carolina, the next quarterback, and again, I'm just going to assuming that we will finish with a top 10 pick, which more than likely that's probably wasn't going to happen. I think you go get Bryce Young, man. And the reason why I say is, Bryce Young is playing in the most competitive division in college football.
No, nigga, no. The nigga too small, bro.
I like Stroud a little bit better, though.
I can't, bro. Like, Stroud is a bigger quarterback than him. And I'm not saying that, listen, you can argue them 1A and 1B. You really could.
You see what we doing right here? We worrying about fucking quarterbacks for next year already. Week 2.
Well, I mean, you got to because, hell, the season in hindsight is over already in week 2.
Oh, man.
I told you, I put it like I was on. I don't know if y'all caught Big Cat live this morning, but I was bringing some fucking stats. I said the last 18 teams, for those that don't know.
Listen, I listened to it. Listen, but the problem is, listen, smart people figure things out quickly, right? Smart people figure things out fast. You can't give a guy 5, 3 years, whatever, and he's not figuring anything out.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dan Quinn. Okay, listen, you want a 28-3? That's awesome. The problem is the next year you had to rally the troops around and say, okay, listen, this is what it is. But then we came to find out the defense was picked by Pete Carroll. And sometimes the thing, coaches have a facade too. Let's not give them a pass just because they coaches. They have a facade. They have a mystery. And guess what? Now we know the Ultimate Warrior wasn't that dude. Ravishing Rick Rude was the thug.
Mm.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Everybody thought Ultimate Warrior was that dude, but we found out Ravishing Rick Rude was that dude.
And at this moment right here, like I said, man, we got no answers. We got no hope right now. I have one of the most highest levels of hope for my team. And this is it's turned horrible, man. And it's all because of Matt Rhule and what he's done to officially shut us down, man. And he don't even realize he did it.
Yeah.
You're right, Sean Bell. We got to get away from this hybrid look, man. These hybrid quarterbacks, man.
Big Cat, I ain't even shoot my video yet, right? Because I had to jump on. I was like, yo, let me jump on my man's stuff because the Giants are damn near celebrating a Super Bowl victory up here right now.
Yeah, I talked to one of my Giant buddies earlier, and I had him on the line Saturday, and boy, he said, yeah, Will. Yeah. I'm gonna come on your show and talk some shit. I said, oh Lord, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
And they haven't been 2-0 for a long time. And all you heard today was Giant football all over the place up here. So, and and they could have won another game. They could have won that game.
And with the Hamptons, you have to take your heart out these games. They tell me I got to take my heart out these games, man.
Mm-hmm.
They were letting us down to this far. Hey, Wolf, man, I know we got a crazy matchup that's going to be coming up. Maybe, what is it, week 7, week 8? Week 8 with y'all?
Yeah, of course. You know that. You know I'm going to tap in later on, brother. I just wanted to tap in real fast. Salute to all the Panther fans out there, man. Keep your heads up, man.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you pulling up, man. I appreciate you.
Of course, man. You know that, man. If you could drop the link, you know I'm going to tap in. I ain't scared. You know that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey,
I'll
man.
talk to you later, brother.
All right, fam.
Later.
Hey, man. Y'all got to look at this as in its whole, man. It's getting to the point now. Well, as you see it, Falcon fans, Saints fans, all football fans around is not taking us seriously, man. So I just wanted to get this out today. This is my little mid-afternoon rant. Show your boy some love. Like, hit that subscribe button, man. Pull up if you don't got nothing else to do. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to holler because I know Unc is getting ready to come on. So I just wanted to, rally up the troops and get y'all stirred up before we get in there. So if nothing else, I'll be coming back to y'all later on tonight, man. I'm gonna show a little bit of love right now, but I'm waiting on you. I'm waiting on you, Unc. Oh Lord. Wade said, look how Tua progressing. Yeah, Tua, he had 400. He had 4 tubs yesterday. Tua looked good, man. That's what happens when you take time to really get your quarterback up to par. You're right. Hey, we on the road to 400. Let's hit that subscribe. Hit that like and subscribe, man. Show your boy some love, man. It's been your boy Dub Q, and I'm out here, man.